我觉得啊，这个欧吉尔德他一定是跟那个男的什么镜子大师做什么交易啦，所以说他才会许下那个3个不可能达成的愿望，就是为了不还债。因为这3项一定都不是一般人所能达成任务啦，可能都是一些很刁难的任务。楼上吗？
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good.
那个树川抹的。
can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The Hammies don't got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Interesting. Curious to know. What do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get cut in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Ain't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exact...
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
他跟杰诺特过去是什么关系啊？
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we let...
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The cave...
哎，呀，这个时间点是什么样的？
And I treat the ill, as is my
什
calling.
么样的年代啊？
Though I must always be ready.
是战争时期吗？还是战争后啊？就是那个皇帝大帝已经统一大陆了，那个时期吗？还是中间啊
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't the social. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
我杀了国王。
Where do I start?
对，我杀了王子。
All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, and Ophiri wanted that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
很厉害的家伙，确实很厉害啊！他好像可以
A demon or a djinn?
预测未来怎样？我不晓得啦。
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll...
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odin told me how to do it.
这个时候可以找叶奈法，或者是
Gave me this
其他人吧。
concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a sensor too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any...
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett? In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it.
这个住穿模的啊，他已经跟这个墙壁融为一体了。啊！哇，1000！我们传送了啊，我不想走过去哦，麻烦死了。这个庄园我是不是有来过啊？当时好像也是进不进去。
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting married?
Not mine, silly. My friend's. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
哦，也是个新道具啊。
Shall we?
它也是这种招魂道具吗？还是怎样？
The tome was spot on.
阳间派对。
This is impressive.
Yeah. Too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Crypt. Wait
可是这里还有灯火哎。我在做什么？偷人家的墓穴。
Wraiths.
啊靠呀！ 了吧
Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Votive fire should look around in honor of the dead. Old custom.
哎，这样。有密室哎，这怎么还有人啊？他应该是偷盗的吧？偷墓的。哦，这边还有一个那个通道啊。怎么有？那蜘蛛网吗？靠腰。把东西都扔了，有些东西真的是用不到哎，留着也不知道干嘛。哦，那个好恶哦！哇靠！这是蜘蛛窝啦，所以说，哦，这边还有一个路。这个墓穴好复杂哦，还有钱哎。还长香菇了。这个墓室有好多宝哦，难怪会有那么多的盗墓者想前往。哎，哦，这边。
Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257. Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek.
这个嘛，来讲。
and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who have departed.
我这样算有傻吗？
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
这就可以招魂的、啊。
Fire and blood.
那业耐法为什么还要使用那个什么
I summon
死灵术啊？
whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Evericks rise only for von Evericks blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
他们都好老哦，
Me none
人
of
都老
you
死了。
Vladimir. It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never
啊，
see
干嘛？
again.
他们每个人都会剑术啊！哎呦！他们家族是武官出身的吧？武官出身的啦，就是军人。就连那老人家都可以拿武器。那我这样打，他们会不会魂魄啦？会不会受损啊？就是灰飞烟灭了。
My, ornery whoresons those von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Evericks, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
这就是我们要来的目的啊，为了让他享乐。
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, feels like I...
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through
我怎么听都觉得他们是坏蛋吧？
Sound like
我要帮他们这些人吗？
Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our... Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about.
Oh,
Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5-1. We were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
管你生前做的坏事，最后下场也是不得好死啊。
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and...
他能拿吗？
What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct?
How?
哎，对哦，
Revive my flesh.
可以上升吗？就
No
是
can do.
附身啊。
Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'm not going.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could.
You wish me to possess someone?
应该可以吧？
Say I agree.
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no, no, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
然后嘞，哎，这样子的话，那性格是会大变啊，就是变得就跟杰洛特不一样了。
Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
我在胡言乱语
A
了。
pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
啊，我看不到。
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
基本规则。
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everek the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his
那
intent.
现在嘞？
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger
他这个
with me
幽里拿
you
其
shall
实还
enjoy
蛮有
evening to top all others.
Wonderful.
文
I
艺
must
气
stop
息
by my
耶，
home
你
for
知道
a
吗
change.
就是
So,
不是那种粗人啦。
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of Temple C. When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then...
是吗？
The haylofts we shall devastate together.
这是给玩家选择吧。我们一直以来都是朋友
We're。just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love. No heartfelt admissions, confessions.
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Whoa.
还想什么坏事？
Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning. So, soft in the head or the loins?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
总之，我们的目的就是为了让他享乐啦，让他快乐，所以要尽可能满足他啦。不然的话，这个债务是永远不能收的。
A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not plowed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I
这个
best like
他这个兄弟
tumbles in their
感觉
hay
就是很
with fleshy lasses?
怎么讲啊？文武双全吧。
This whole witcher's life.
讲的话有点斯斯文文啦，可是又有点野蛮。这样仔细想的话，把他兄弟叫出来，然后让他享乐，这个感觉蛮简单的哎。那屋子的任务是什么啊？帮他找房子，是不是很困难啊？哎，我为什么回头？啊？嗯？这样？
No sign of her yet. Need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
这个幽灵感觉人还蛮好的啊，
Behold,
不讨厌的啊，他就是
wars
作为
have
有点野
started
蛮而
over
已。
uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a rope.
What do you mean? What about that?
他是要我们抢劫吧？
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
This'll do wonderfully.
反正我们应该会还吧，还衣服啦。
Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
啊？刮胡子吗？
And we must be neat.
这个幽灵他会注重打扮，而且又很会说话。我觉得很多女孩子啊都喜欢这种类型吧。都不是杰洛特了。
They draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
杰洛特跟比不
You
上。
see, Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative to start with.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
有什么例子吗？
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
这个鬼魂他会说话算话吗？还是怎样？
My
我
strawberry.
觉得他应该会不想离开啦，就是一直缠着杰洛特，有可能啦。
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb.
感觉变这样好笑。
Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
啊？这什么意思啊？他看得到那狗的鬼魂吗？还是怎样？
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgierd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
跟他走嘛。杰洛特变个人似的。
Time to say hello.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
以前的结婚方式都好淳朴哦。你有什
My
么
dear
太过
friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor.
丈夫
The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings.
Yeah.
The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you, as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
而且他眼神好像充满了一种敌意耶。好啦，不讲那么多啦，
Chewed the fat enough.
开始吧。
Are you expected help?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case.
那感觉是痞子哦。玩到午夜，哦，现在可以开始活动了。那重点是做什么？到处乱勾引女人吗？把男人气死，气回家，
Do you need help?
然后建立后宫。
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, woo scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
他可以吧？
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's put.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling.
啊，我去找他吧。
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is.
Mighty generous offer.
Matters not. Witchers.
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort.
I shall.
With thanks.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but Are you sure you're up to it?
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
啊，这个人其实很有趣哎。
And I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then
跟杰洛特完全不一样。
We'll be back in no time. I believe you.
Tally ho, adventure awaits.
狗笼嘛。
Give up. This
哦，那个嘛。
work suits me swimmingly.
上面，好惨哦！
Missing man, missing mutt.
他怎么会被狗吓成这样？
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever?
他怎么这么邪恶想法啊？
Have it at the wedding.
他应该找不到吧？
Climb down.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I'll...
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
哦，他是醉了，这才这样？怎么？
Save your life, man. Do you not at
我
least
刚以为他会摔断脖子哎，然后我们就要表演了。
Bottoms up!
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster! A furry...
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire.
Was a monster! A demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
可能把自己烧死
I
吧。
suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be? First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't...
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at...
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good.
他真的会照做吗？还是出意外啊？
Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
他这个怎么那么胆小啊？啊？什么？哦，
That's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
Save me!
I told him to hide.
靠腰。
Bully good hider with a pup at his heels. Why not now? No magic delights, I suppose. Best tell the bride's mother.
他那个喷火这样死掉了，被一只猪撞一下就死了。
Too much vodka.
Just my luck to hire a drunk. And Demon, what's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
变得很温驯吗？之前是不是很残暴还是怎样？
Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
The dog's small, dear. No fire eating, that's the good.
Aye, grief. No show.
I can't help but wonder. Must it be a fire eater who performs? What if, instead, there was, oh, I don't know, a juggler?
Just where would we find a juggler at this hour?
But say you did. Would that do as a replacement for the fires?
Well, I suppose it might.
Then...
Yeah. 表演。
First ever.
Today I'm no ordinary witcher. In my youth I had a great many friends among circus folk. They taught me well. I shall gladly save you from your troubles.
表演什么？
I'll announce the
屠龙
performance.
吗？还是屠杀哥布林？
My first witcher contract didn't turn out as I'd hoped.
哦，这吃东西吗？这样。
Time. I wager none here's ever seen a juggling witcher. Gather round, all, to behold a great wonder, the juggling witcher, the one and only. Look carefully, Shawnee. Ever seen such deft hands?
有人在看吗？
Love to show you what else they
哦，有啊，小朋友啊。
So, Shawnee, was it to your liking?
It was positively flippant.
Look, 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 look. Munchkin's playing cards.
啊，昆特牌啊！哇，这我最不喜欢的。
You care to sit down to some Gwent?
Most certainly would.
More need for insolence?
I'm sorry. I meant no...
Were that true? You wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlemen.
What's your wage?
Everything. The whole lot.
哎，厉害！
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear.
这要是输的话，我是不是
Large sides.
连裤子都要给他啊？
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
哦，真的要。
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wheat.
Oh, weaseling out.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I...
我真的不喜欢玩这昆特牌啊！我真的很受不了这个。
Roaring drunk already.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us...
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Evereck's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir.
Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning.
Exactly.
Those ears. You look,
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
It
No. What?
means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, You resist, but it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
这个任务做得完吗？我感觉时间更不够哎。那个太阳快下山嘞。
Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
把所有人都赶走，是不是啊？中间那一圈则是他们的地盘。
And now a special treat for our special guests.
啊，靠让他来干嘛？
Enchanting partner, Charlie. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can't strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but...
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
Many, and not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all, though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do.
相亲上去了。
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you should keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrip.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, Normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pipe so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gonter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night back.
在开心吗？
Midnight is young. Come, let's do something wild. If I made Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig.
啊，把所有的东西都做一做了，再去找什么镜子大师？这是干嘛？哦，喝酒啊！
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool, may they sire many a bear, and make gods coil.
哎，等下，这是那个他任务啊？外面这是什么样的情况啊？
These flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches.
最好是
and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
这是喝酒吗？还是怎样？主要任务就是找喷火人嘛，吞火人啦，还有那个打牌嘛，还有杂耍。怎么了？这干嘛？
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bared. 'Tis a wedding.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
哇，女生不开心呢。
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look,
搞什么啊？让他自己去捡干
turn
嘛？
them barren as a mule, they give him an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come.
好多伤口、哦。
Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
潜入任何深渊。可是这样的话，那鞋子就湿湿的哎，他还穿袜子哎，他不就脚湿湿的套进去？
Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
是吗？鞋子 这是他的鞋子嘛？这个哦，这边还有一个，这个水其实不太深啊，可是怎么那么多鞋子啊？3双哎，应该都捡完了吧？没有什么漏网之鱼的。
Shave your mug.
啊，那个男的走掉啊
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in.
这怎么讲话好变态啊！想歪了。
Thank you.
那个水，这个鞋子防水太好了吧？那不觉得很恶心吗
？Nothing like a good swim. Yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux.
What do you mean?
怎样？这个猪圈怎样？叫我追一只猪吗？这猪上面有图案哎。这他妈好玩吗
？What is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the...
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honored.
A witcher with asses chasing swine. Better than a goddamn serpent.
What's that you say?
Mate,
Good. Keep it that way.
Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen.
不就赶只猪而已吗？会很难吗？哎，怎么会有2只？
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Hey,
watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. You see that, Shani? One big bend.
到你了，小猪。只能有圈猪嘛。哎，你要去哪？他这个猪不能控制方向哎。他们进去，居然马上趴下了，累了，终于可以解脱了。
Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig chasing skill in a long time.
赶猪达人。
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
王冠。
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favor.
这什么啊？然后这个什么娃娃还怎么？
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brand it so that all folk may see.
猪群之王的王冠，这王冠，这好像奖牌，而且好大哦。
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
自得意满。
How does my heart's captor like the prize?
他有叫对方接吻吗？亲他之类的。
It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von does his... Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime with...
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens.
Why, Sarah?
不过这些女的怎么都有雀斑啊？
No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish.
是求爱吧？
Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
凭你们就算了吧。
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
真的痛手了。哎，他们赤手空拳哎，3个人哎，我拿一个木板打应该算正常的吧？啊，他没拿木板。
Perfect fit for your job, you plowing gentlefolk.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a had enough, peasant spawn? Put yourself a match for a Von Everett, a Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of...
他走掉了。
Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
吓跑了。
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You
扫兴鬼。
fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh, Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess, you do the explaining.
Your methods quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers.
也对啊，确实是我不好啦，我们应该揍他的。
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine.
这要怎么选啊？他这个有差吗？我不管怎么选，搞清楚还是怎样啦，都知不知道打一场啊
So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. We must find more fun.
他说是楼上哎，对。
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we
这
can...
是床铺还是怎样？怎么会有地铺啊？
Then let us scamper.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many ways.
母牛。
Let's sit. Come now.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
Well, when it comes right down to it...
Yes?
You see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought.
大家讲什么啊？
What's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever get a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids.
啊，找这个大师了啦。
Or a surgeon.
大师要干嘛？
Gingerbreads now put flour, honey, eggs, and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it, let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Ding. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
这游戏里面很多角色都很博学多闻，明明跟他直接不相关呐，可是他却知道。
And always wish to be just like him.
你们知道我不是杰洛特？
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you. Meaning, no.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
I came here to revel, enjoy myself, not to discuss my brother.
That's good. Olgierd probably wouldn't want me to talk to you about him.
Olgierd was my brother and my friend. Never have there been more loyal comrades than us.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you.
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
真的是这样子吗？他当年
Shani,
真的是这样子发生吗？自己的死。
It's all right. That was. Forget him. We're here to enjoy. Let's go. The night's still young.
好吧。戴冠仪式，他的兄弟真的把他塑造成英雄，对不对？可是事情的真相可能不是真的是这样子啊，他有可能害死他兄弟还是怎样？感觉事情没有那么简单哎。
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the cap.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Huh?
Geralt, there's no need.
说一下，问号下他讲什么
Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had 1 or 2 groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely band with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind a song, we'll sing to be unkind.
这个仪式就这样子啊，绕圈圈，感觉有点恐怖哎。不过这歌怎么那么的？什么？
Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
哦，捧花树啊！所以他变王冠了。他干嘛？他要撕？ 啊，他这么痛啊！自己自残了。
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
附身完之后，发现自己的手上流血了。
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
哎，这样子想到，那那个灵魂
You gave your word.
往外跑会怎样啊？太长时间的话了，一直在外面跑会怎样
？Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came, please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
这脑电波还是什么东西啊？连活人都感应得到哎！对他做了什么
？What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everick will bother you no more.
Should get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
哇，这不是错过什么机会啊
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple.
男人太蠢
The
了。
problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt. Pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your
Good mead ought to lift your spirits.
可以吗？我们现在就要逗他开心嘛。
A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up?
等一下，先离开啦。
Good idea.
喝酒好像不是最好的选项，一定还有什么更好的方式吧？
Rowan berry brandy. Shani loves the blossoms. I'd enjoy this as well.
哎，都是酒吗？
Sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is. Good idea.
看一下有没有什么更好的。哦。 这边是什么？就好像都是酒哎。啊，既然如此的话，那我就选饮品啦。
A sip of something strong. Here's hoping shop.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Seemed to like the Rowan. Thought you might want to try another form of it.
Well, I like to make necklaces out of the berries, but guess I am curious how this will taste.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face. I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
他是需要有人陪他嘛？你还有我啊
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. You can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honored. Let's drink on it.
这种家族与家族之间的联姻
Families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
对啊，贫富差距。
Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Doubt your mother's that unbending? You'd win her over, I'm sure.
I haven't managed to yet.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
哎，等一下，怎么跑到湖边来了？这个不太妙。等一下是不是要做这种事情啊？两人纠缠在一起之类的。
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
怎么捆在一起啊？好了好了，亲太久了。
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you
我
this
们陪他
night.
聊天一下啦。
And I aim to be direct, even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
啊？哎，这不那女的吗？怎么？她偷窥，偷窥。
Here's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
You're the medic. Recommendation? Hey, leave some for me.
We need to drink fast, before they catch us. Come on, let's hide. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
他们就这样在那个小帆船上大战一夜啊！我感觉啊，我要把这个画面剪掉了。上次就有一个画面是这样子，跟那个凯拉。
Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No.
想看那个画面的人啊，就买游戏啊。
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shani, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
我们要回去跟欧吉尔德报告嘛？啊，这边他跟杰洛特在那个小帆船上大战一场，然后还呕吐。啊，这个画面可能会稍微删掉了，还是太希望这种东西上传上去，然后可能会被黄标吧？我不知道啊，我是觉得可能的啊。所以说要看这个画面的人就买游戏，要不然就看别人会怎么玩。